Hello everybody, today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the SZROBOY International Travel Adapter. So let's go ahead and open up the box. So as you can see, this is a simple plain white box. Now let's go ahead and open it up by, of course, popping open the box flap to reveal what appears to be a travel pouch or carry case. Let's slide it out. And of course, making sure nothing else is left behind in the box. We're going to set the box to the side and now take a close-up look at the SZROBOY International Travel Adapter. But before I do that, let's set it down and give you a nice, clear, unobstructed view of the case. Okay, now we can take a close-up look. As you can see, the SZROBOY branding embossed on the top of the carry case, and it is zippered, as you can see, right around the circumference or width of the case, and that's the base of the case. And just to give you some sense of scale as well, I'm going to rest the travel pouch or case in my hand right there, and you can see the fine detail of what appears to be quite possibly faux leather or fake leather, artificial leather, or synthetic leather, however you want to call it. And there is a strap as well, just in case you'd like to carry it in your hand or just hang it about. Okay, so now let's go ahead and open up the carry pouch or case. And flipping the top open. So there we go, you can see the international travel adapter in there, and what appears to be a leaflet or user manual of some kind. Let's go ahead and remove the contents from the carry case, and now giving you a close-up look at the carry case as well. And now I'm going to zip it up so you can enjoy the sound of the zipper just going around the case right there, and just setting the case to the side. So quite lightweight the case is, with nice ample cushioning on it, and of course setting the contents that we've just removed in the middle of the shot right there. Okay, so let's start off by first taking a look at this folded up sheet here, by of course unfolding it. And there we go. So I think this is how it's meant to be seen initially at first, of course being all packaged up and needed to be folded. Alright, so front and back of the user manual or instruction manual for the SZROBOY International Travel Adapter. And now let's spread it out so you can see it is a fold-out leaflet, the front as well as the back. Okay, now bringing it up close so you can see the instructions for the International Travel Adapter by SZROBOY. Okay, so details right across. So having a look at the Amazon product page, it does say that it supports 200 countries. However, my last check shows that there's only 195 countries in the world right now. So incredibly, this supports up to 200 countries. So fascinating stuff, or perhaps there is some future proofing in the design, I don't know. But okay, so that's the user manual. Let's set it to the side. And now take a look at the SZROBOY International Travel Adapter itself. So you can see it is wrapped in a translucent package or wrapper. Let's, of course, remove it to reveal the SZROBOY International Travel Adapter. And you can see that it is blue and black in color. And my initial impressions of this is that it looks almost like a fidget cube. If you've ever seen one of those, it's one of those fidget toys or anti-anxiety toys in which there are lots of toggles and switches and buttons in which you can press and play around with to keep yourself occupied. Okay, so taking a look all around at the cube, it is reasonably weighted. It's not too heavy, not too light either. There is, of course, some heft to it, being that I'm sure that there is some circuitry, of course, in there, as well as, of course, the plugs, so there are metal bits to it. And the cool thing about this is that it comes with 3 USB charging ports or outlet ports, and it supports fast charging as well, because you can normally tell by the amperage of the outlet. 2.4 amperes is a high output. Okay, so nice, good all-round look at the SZROBOY International Travel Adapter. And you can see that it does have safety certifications to it. And of course, a Type-C charging port as well, which is pretty cool to see. So I'm just going to rotate the international travel adapter very slowly so you have some idea what side we're looking at and what plugs and ports there are on each side. So there we go. A nice all-round look at the SZROBOY International Travel Adapter with USB charging ports. Pretty cool indeed. And material-wise, of course, it has this very soft, velvety, well, not soft actually, of course, it is made out of plastic, but it does have a smooth, slightly velvety surface to it. And we can, of course, let's play around with some of these plugs. So there we've just extended the EU plug, so that's a plug that's commonly used in European countries. And let's see, how do we retract it? Let's press that to release and push it back in. So this is a release spring button. So there is quite a bit of tension to it, so that, I suppose, releases the various plugs for you to retract or push back into the travel adapter. So we can slide out the UK one as well, so just pushing that out, making sure that it is fully out, and you can see the UK 3-pin plug right there. So pretty cool. So you can't push it back or pull it back from here. Simply press this and maybe you can slide it back right there. So dual action, pressing down to release the catch and then sliding the relevant plug slider back to its home position. So let's try the Australian one, like sliding out the Australian, and it does lock nicely. So that's quite important, because the last thing you want to do is to have a plug that doesn't stay put. Okay, so that's the Australian plug. It is a 2-pin plug, the Australian standard. And releasing it there and sliding the slider right back. And finally, we have the US plug as well, right there, the 2-pin US plug. Okay, so nice, good views of the SZROBOY International Travel Adapter. Let's see if we can slide up the other plug. So it is clever enough to lock the other plugs in place so that you can't have more than one plug protruding out from the adapter. Okay, giving you another close-up look at the detail and text on the SZROBOY International Travel Adapter. And of course, once again, pushing this button down or holding it down and sliding the plug back into the adapter. It's right there. Simple, straightforward operation. Nice to see, as I've mentioned, many different plugs to connect into. And of course, the USB ports there. 3 Type A USB charging ports and a USB-C charging port as well. Pretty cool. And of course, this being an international travel adapter, adapts to the US 110 volts to the British 240 volts, so automatic voltage adjustment to it as well. So pretty handy in a compact cube like this. And of course, like I said, it kind of looks slightly like a fidget cube with all its levers and buttons. Not too many, but still you can kind of fidget with it if you're bored at the airport while waiting for your connecting flight. Just play around with it, and probably strangers will come up to you and ask you, what are you doing? And you can make friends that way. Okay, so this is the SZROBOY International Travel Adapter with USB charging ports. So once again, giving you a nice good look at the different plugs that you can connect to the back of the adapter. And of course the front, where you plug it in to the country that you're traveling or at. So that's the SZROBOY International Travel Adapter. Thanks for watching and happy adapting!